And then when I turned 21, now see, like 19, 17, 18, 19, 20, I was always hanging with older cats, and so I was always getting into bars and getting into clubs. I almost jumped into or skipped over a major part. When I was 18, I got arrested. I stole a car and drove it around the north side for a while. So me and my buddies were leaving downtown after a wild night. I was way too drunk. We were, if you remember, what are them things called with the funnel and the tube, shotgun and beers or whatever? Beer bongs. Well, we were beer bonging Colt 45 and like E&J and like mixing it and like pouring them to, I mean, dog, crazy shit. 18. I had just graduated high school in June, and this was the night before Halloween. We were downtown, and it was a bad night already. Like we got into a fight with a bunch of guys, and somebody pulled a hat, like a machete out on us. I don't know how we ended up getting away from that. But then when we were leaving downtown to go home, we were walking across the Washington Avenue Bridge, right by Deja Vu. And I remember I had to stop and piss, and my two homeboys kept walking, and I stopped and pissed. And then when I looked up, they were gone, and I couldn't remember where the car was. And so now I was like, I'm just gonna try to open up all these cars and see what I could get. Not thinking that I could steal a car. But I guess I don't know what I was thinking, but I know that I wasn't thinking about stealing the car. When I opened up this door of this car, there were some jeans. I went in the pockets of the jeans. In one of the pockets happened to be some keys. So I leaned over and the keys went in the ignition, it started, and so I hopped in and drove. Went back to my homeboy's house where they were just pulling up to the house as I pulled up behind them. And of course they're shocked and like, where the hell did you get this car? I had a gorilla mask on. There was a gorilla mask in the car. Remember, it was the night before Halloween. And so not only was I drunk and already my vision was probably like this, then I had the gorilla mask on to like, and it was like a short body station wagon. If I was 18, this would have been 98. It was an Oldsmobile short body station wagon. But that night it was a Ferrari, and I was driving crazy all over the north side. And then what I remember is driving up Emerson from Broadway up to Lowry, and I was doing about 80 up Emerson. And then I remember turning right on the Lowry. At the time I lived on 35th and Bryant, so I was headed home. I made a right on Lowry, and then this was back when you could still turn left onto Bryant off of Lowry. Now there's a cement divider there and you can't. But when I hit that corner to turn left onto Bryant, I hopped a curb and went head on into the tree, hit 40 miles an hour. And then I remember getting out of the car, and when I got out of the car, that's when I realized the police were there and had a gun pointed at me. Told me to get on the ground. I got on the ground. I was scared. He's like, "Did you steal this car?" "Yes, sir, I stole this car. Oh my God, sorry, I stole this car." So scared. 18-year-old kid, never did nothing like that before. And I remember sitting cuffed in the back of the squad and like passing out and then like coming to, and I remember seeing the car wrapped around the tree, and then I would like fall out a little bit and wake up, and then I saw the tow truck. Then he came in the car, and I remember he let me call my mom from the squad to tell her I wasn't coming home. And that was my that was the first time I got arrested, and it wouldn't have been the last.